Well, first of all, I want to say good morning and welcome to Westwood. Thank you, young people, for letting us interrupt your learning for the day so that we can present our gratitude towards United Way for funding a great opportunity to enhance our science curriculum. So my name is Dennis Branson. I am the head principal here at Westwood. I've been a longtime GRPS employee. I was a teacher of 17 years, and now I'm a relatively new principal for Westwood. But this is my second year, and again, I cannot say enough about this excellent opportunity that we've been provided with Discovery Ed, because I just believe, being a teacher myself, I can see the impact that having access to the technology and the enhanced curriculum makes in the daily learning of our students. So I see them engage, and hopefully you're going to see that today as well. I want to thank our superintendent and the school board and United Way for this generous gift across the district. And I want to thank you for choosing Westwood to highlight and showcase this new curriculum. So we're very excited about it. The kids are excited about it. Mr. Hastings is excited about it. And you're going to get an opportunity to hear more from Mr. Hastings and I believe a student representative of how they use this daily curriculum to enhance their learning. So we're excited about that. So at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our school board president, Dr. Wendy Fogg. Ms. Fogg, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Branson. Just a huge shout out to this gentleman. I knew him when I first got on the school board 10 years ago. He was a teacher, rock star teacher. When he became an administrator, I joked, I said, "Are you joining the dark side there?" And he's been an amazing leader here. So thanks. And he is just one of many amazing principals we have in this district and leaders. So just really, really gratitude for people carrying the lift here. I'm so excited for you guys. When I was a girl, I wasn't that into science at all. My family wasn't into science, and I didn't engage with it at all. But then I married into a family that was all about science, and I realized how much I missed out on, how much I wasn't curious about things that I'm now incredibly curious about. So I'm really excited about you guys because it is a window to the world around you. It's a window to understanding yourself and everything about the world and being a creative leader on so many levels. So this is just huge for you guys, and I wish I had it when I was your age. So really excited. I'm Wendy Fogg, and I'm the president of the Board of Education, and I've been on the board for about 10 years, and it's been a great journey. We have a great superintendent, and she and many leaders like Mr. Branson are making great changes and great opportunities for you guys. I also want to thank partners we have in the community, like United Way. Michelle VanDyck is going to be, she is the head of United Way, and she's part of why this is possible for all of you guys. So she's going to be up here in a little bit and tell you all about it. And I'm not here alone. I'm here representing the other 8 colleagues on the Board of Ed with me. So on behalf of the Board of Education, just huge excitement about this opportunity for your kids, and a huge thank you to United Way for partnering with us on this. And I'm going to introduce awesome science teacher and curriculum director, Mr. Harper.
Thank you so much, Dr. Fogg. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonathan Harper. I'm the Science Curriculum Supervisor for the Grand Rapids Public Schools. It is so wonderful to be here with you today. The best part of my job, honestly, is getting out into our classrooms and seeing all of the amazing students that we have in our district, like you guys in front of me here today, and all the rock star teachers that are out here like Mr. Hastings. It's truly an honor for me to be here today to showcase our new science curriculum and publicly thank our friends at the Heart of West Michigan United Way for coming alongside us to support a substantial contribution towards the middle school portion of Discovery Education. Thank you to the United Way and the support of our Grand Rapids Board of Education, Dr. Wendy Fogg, and the rest of the board members. GRPS purchased a new high-tech science curriculum known as Discovery Education Science Textbook. This is really a game changer for our students and our teachers. For so many years, we were forced to delay the purchase of a new curriculum due to declining enrollment, inadequate state funding, and multi-million-dollar budget deficits. That was then. That was our reality for literally 2 decades. But this is now, and our GRPS transformation plan is working. 6 years ago, when Teresa Weatherall Neal was appointed superintendent, we knew we had to go big all at once to then stabilize and grow the district. We knew we had to invest in what's working, we had to invest in our talent, and we had to invest for stability and growth. One thing our superintendent heard loud and clear from our teachers is that we need new curriculum and we need the technology to go with it. In 2015, the voters of Grand Rapids approved a $175 million bond that included $10 million in technology for teachers and students. We had the technology, now we needed the curriculum. So when Michelle VanDyck met with the superintendent a year ago or so ago and shared the United Way's vision, strategic plan, and priorities, Teresa Weatherall Neal asked for help. And Michelle said yes. So on behalf of the 17,000 students and 1,500 teachers at GRPS, I want to say thank you to Michelle and the United Way for being part of our transformation success. Now I'd like to turn it over to Michelle VanDyck, President and CEO of Heart of West Michigan United Way. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much. And thank you to GRPS for inviting us here today. It's an honor to be here. I'm Michelle VanDyck. I'm President and CEO of Heart of West Michigan United Way. And the United Way here has been investing in Kent County for over 100 years. And throughout that whole time, we have been partners with Grand Rapids Public Schools and have had a long-standing community partnership. What we want to do is make sure that all kids get a quality education and the opportunities that they need to get living wage jobs in the future. So when we did an assessment of our community a couple of years ago, we discovered there were gaps in funding in middle school STEM programs, and STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. So we made the choice to invest in STEM, programs that provide academic intervention, that provide after-school programs and summer programs for our kids. And as a long-term strategy, we're also investing in teacher training as well as professional development in STEM programs. So last year, I had the opportunity to meet with Teresa Weatherall Neal, and we did talk about science curriculum, and in particular, this Discovery Ed curriculum that you're all using. From that conversation, that led to United Way's investment in a one-time gift to Grand Rapids Public Schools to purchase middle school science curriculum and help fill that gap. We know that academic success is directly correlated to economic security. Your security in investing in our children in this community makes it possible for families to thrive here. Now, let me just say something to you all as 8th graders. When I was in 8th grade, I loved science. It was, for me, the first opportunity that I had to get a hands-on experience with things in the lab and dissecting really gross things like frogs and, talking about how our world works and really putting science in action. We had a planetarium that we would visit, and I would get to see how this world worked and how we worked within the world. Really fascinating things. And like Mrs. Fogg said, this is curiosity at its best. Be curious. Figure things out, problem solve. That's what this curriculum is going to help you do, and it's going to help you in the future to be curious adults and successful adults. So with that, I want to introduce science teacher here at Westwood Middle School, Michael Hastings. Michael is over here. There you are. Okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good morning. First and foremost, welcome to room 162. We're honored and proud to represent the district and the science department. On behalf of the science teachers here in the district, thank you to the United Way, the Board of Education, all of the district admin staff to help guide us through and give us this opportunity. And then I also thank you to the community. Without the community bond proposal, the millage proposal, some of the technology that we're utilizing to access Discovery Ed wouldn't be available. So all of these things came together around a district that's transforming and heading in a wonderful direction, and we're really glad and proud to be a part of that. As a teacher, the remarkable scope of resources that's available from the Discovery Ed technology and curriculum kind of gives me a one-stop shop where I'm able to go and get science information that's already aligned to our state standards that we transferred to. And gives me a spot where I can concentrate less on developing and creating, things, where I can go and utilize what's been given to me through the curriculum and work with these guys and spend my time with them and with their individual learning, differentiating their learning using the curriculum. A lot of work has been done for me, and trust me, that's appreciated. Being able to go there and mine the vast knowledge and the vast resources of Discovery Education for video clips, for interactive activities, for informational interactive texts that otherwise would have came from multiple textbooks, multiple rentals and withdrawals from the library or video center or the IMC at my building, having it all available at my fingertips to then distribute directly to my students and their fingertips in an instant and have it available to them not only here in the classroom but also at home. Is invaluable. I can't even speak to the value of that when we talk about STEM education, not just here in Michigan, but across the country, and how valuable that is to our youngsters. If you don't mind, I want to give you just a couple quick examples of some of the technology that's available here to us. I'm going to grab my magic mouse. Discovery Education utilizes a concept called core interactive text. This is an example of core interactive text within the Discovery Education system. And if you look at it through the camera or through your eyes right now, it looks a lot like a textbook that you might recognize from your days in science class a long time ago. And me too, back at Central High School and City Middle School when I was a member of the district back then. But what this allows us to do and the students to do is interact with the text, not just read it like we would of an old textbook, but interact with it in such a way where they can take and they can highlight the text. They can say, this is a great section, I'd like to come back and take a look at that, so I'm going to highlight that. They can come to that text, and if they don't understand what that text means, they can have that text spoken to them out loud. Let's see if my volume's turned up. It may not be. Oh, it's not. Terrible demonstration. My apologies. But it does have speech-to-text recognition. They have the ability, if they would like to take a note about that section. Maybe they want to type in, hey, I need to ask Mr. Hastings about this. I'm not sure if I understand what's going on with this concept. And this note stores in their Discovery Ed for them to access anytime, anywhere there's internet access and they have a device to access it with. That value is amazing. It takes things away from, takes students away from, oh, I left my notes in my locker. Takes students away from, oh, I don't have that textbook or I lost it. It's always there, and it's truly, truly amazing. So it takes the textbook and it makes it truly interactive and accessible to the students. Also, Discovery Education has a myriad of short videos and long videos and video clips. Now, it would be one thing if it was just a video clip. Sometimes as an educator, it's hard to go find valid and worthy video media to present to your students. You have to vet it and make sure it's not too long, too short, it's appropriate. It's already age appropriate. And if it was only that, it would be amazing. But also Discovery Education does a great job of providing the transcript to their videos that I've talked to my students about, hey, if you're a learner who needs to read that after you've watched that video and ingest it, and maybe even use this to take notes on that video, please do. And they have access to that for all of the Discovery Education videos. Again, something that is a far cry from the old VHS cart that we used to have in high school, and our notebooks and our pencils that we might or might not remember to take notes on, right? And then finally, Discovery Education provides many, many interactive opportunities for the students. Some very complex, some very simple, that allow them to manipulate and move and kind of learn on the fly objects and learning around a certain piece of content. In this case, with asexual reproduction, they can slide a photo over to the right type of reproduction that's occurring. And if it's wrong, it gives them a subtle, that's incorrect. And if it's right, and it's a fragmentation, then it says, absolutely, this is what happened. It gives them a nice little video clip to enforce that learning. Certainly a wonderful tool and an awesome tool for my students, for every science student here in the district, and we're very, very thankful for it. Now, I can talk all day, as everyone here knows, right? But I think you guys might want to hear from someone who's actually in the trenches doing the work. And I've got a student, Mr. Edwards, who has a couple words, and he'd like to tell you what he thinks about Discovery Education. There you are, sir.
Hello, my name is Marshawn Edwards. I'm a 6th grader here at Westwood, and I have been enjoying Mr. Hastings' science class. One of the things that makes this class fun is all of the technology we use, and that I can use it anywhere with internet access. I like the videos, the cool articles, and Discovery Ed. Mr. Hastings likes me to use the highlighting and note-taking parts, but I really like the interactive stuff. Thank you, United Way, for making Discovery Ed something I can use to learn science.